What is happening here is unprecedented in the history of farmers' movements in India, as well as, I have no hesitation in saying that maybe it's unprecedented in people's movements in India. There are differences between this and Anna Andolan, for instance. Everyone starts talking about Anna Andolan. Today, the Bharat Bandh had to be called by the farm unions. Many have been saying, why was that done when talks are underway? Why did you even have to do anything that antagonizes the farmer or the government, or indicates to them that you want to intensify your protest? But the reality is that even though the talks are happening in a very cordial setting inside Vigyan Bhavan, the government has not actually accepted the demands of the farmers. And it looks like the only reason why it's unable to do so is because of, let's say, prestige. It's a face-saving thing that they are attempting at every stage. I think the farmers had no choice but to announce this bandh. And tomorrow could very well be the one day when Mr. Modi's government can redeem itself in the eyes of farmers. And we are waiting for a completely positive proposal of accepting the farmers' demands and not tinkering with amendments here and there.
Do you think there are political attempts being made to fizzle out this whole agitation? Because
look, since yesterday it's being said that this is an opposition-backed protest, which is completely wrong. The protest itself has been quite distant from party politics and so on. They don't allow any political party leader to come onto the stage. Their farmers' wings might appear, but not the political party representatives. And in a democracy, when people's movement unfolds and political parties are responding to the demand of a movement, you can't very well say that this is an opposition-backed protest or movement. You can only think that, this is democracy at work. If it were not happening, then we should be surprised.
Right. How do you see the future of this agitation in case government and farmer talks fail tomorrow?
The farmer unions will sit down and strategize about what to do next. It does look like they may not get what they are asking for, given that the Prime Minister has put out statements that still defend and support the acts, and he's calling for reforms even now. So we'll really have to wait and see, and it falls on the unions to sit down and discuss and then put out their response.
My last question, do you think a legal course of action is also required along with this agitation and political talks and all?
Well, legal recourse is for those groups and people who are not making a key part of democracy work, which is that of citizens asserting their citizenship. If that doesn't happen, then you take recourse to some justice establishment, a judicial setup. In this case, I think it has to be worked out between citizens and their elected government.